It's the two-guard spot. This should be a fun one, Greg. Two teams that are among the most athletic in the NBA.
And I don't know if it'll be a track meet, but it will be an up-tempo game. And that's the only way these teams know how to play.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. After the miss from Thomas, bangs home the trifecta. Lillard's got the game going with his first points of the game for the Bucks. Outside DeRozan. And Thomas has it in the corner. For Middleton. That doesn't go either for Thomas. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. Here's Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Capella doing a nice job being physical and getting those second chance buckets to go. Coaches love that.
Ball, the pass to DeRozan. Bulls moving the ball around. And again, no good by Chicago. For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's Antetokounmpo, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
Boy, the overwhelming strength of Giannis just excels at fighting his way through the defense. Very impressive.
And when you talk about Giannis's defense, he really has some unique attributes.
Boy, does he ever, Greg. I mean, you think about his length, his athleticism, his agility. He's a guy who can defend the ball and the screener almost at the same time because of that great length. So offenses sometimes go away from him in the pick and roll, which allows him to kind of play free safety on that back line as a rim protector.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
From deep, Thomas. Thomas with another miss.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
And the jam by Ross.
How about the court vision of Middleton? Just so good at finding the open man.
The Bulls have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Ball, the pass to DeRozan. And Thomas has it in the corner. Cranes the three-pointer. Thomas got 6.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Capella. His last outing, he had 8 points. And it's Middleton penetrating.
And, you know, Middleton is really dangerous on the drive. He often gets to the rim in a heartbeat and forces defenders to end up fouling.
The Bucks shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. The Bucks making a switch here. Portis is checked in. And the Bulls making a change here as well. Harden's checked in. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. And there's the pass to Williams. And Thomas has it in the corner. Over Middleton. Again, Thomas missing.
You know, he looks a little off kilter to me this quarter. Still trying to find his rhythm.
Right on the bucket.
Middleton is simply a very versatile and dangerous offensive player. He's clever at using the pull-up jumper in the right spots to balance out his shot-making repertoire.
And now the first timeout called here for the Bulls.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Looney's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo, and it's Payne in for Lillard. And Chicago also making a switch. Whitey's checked in for Lonzo Ball. Milwaukee leading by 4. Pass to Payne. 1:41 left to play here in the first. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
This is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Thomas, no good. For Milwaukee, they've gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. Ross, that's good.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Now here's Payne. Defense right on him. And he drives in. This is it to Looney. Here's Middleton. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Now let's take a look at some of the numbers for Giannis Antetokounmpo. For Milwaukee, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
You know, they've really put themselves behind the 8 ball in so many of their games because they just have not been able to knock down those foul shots.
Now, here's Thomas. 9 points in the game so far.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for Milwaukee. They're leading by 8. 30 seconds left in the first quarter. He kicks to paint. Clock at 4. Fires away from outside. James Harden with the rebound. White the pass to Thomas. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense is determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Milwaukee on. Nice save. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what stands out to you from the Bucks in this one?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
They've got Warren. Antetokounmpo is out there with Clint Capella. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Ross in at the shooting guard. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And when you shoot 86 from the line like he did last season, you usually cash in on those opportunities.
You know, guys, that's not quite the same success rate he had at the line last year, although it is somewhat in the neighborhood of last year's numbers.
Here's Lillard. Pass to Capella. Ross on the wing. Outside Warren. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Antetokounmpo. That's a 2-pointer. Capella controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Boy, if you don't block out Clint Capella, the put-back throwdown is exactly what you get.
It's Thomas on the wing. Fires from deep. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. And that's 21 points for the Prophet.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Well, it was a slow start, but they've gone from simmer to medium heat, and they're bordering on hot to close this gap.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, the Prophet in the last game against the Raptors was playing superb basketball. He scored 24 points, and he reached that total with some superb shooting from deep. He didn't let the losing streak get to him. In fact, he used it as motivation to get the W and break that streak. Kevin?
Excellent, David. Yeah, he was very assertive in that last game, making things happen.
Absolutely made his presence felt. And I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to get it going early here tonight.
Yeah, I agree. They really need him. I mean, they need his energy, and they need his talent on the floor.
Coaches say, GA, the league has a problem when it's punishing the retaliators and not the instigators. Do they have a point?
Kevin, I think so. For any scuffle, it's worth asking who started it. And that's what we do in life normally, right?
Chicago calls timeout. Their last encounter was in Chicago.
Yeah, and that one, they just locked it down defensively. Challenged shots and really protected the rim.
Boy, I tell you what, I think you got to really appreciate the grit. Getting dirty, staying engaged. That's really what defense is all about.
Chris Middleton's checked in for T.J. Warren. Levine's checked in for the Bulls. Light comes in for Dosunmu. No coverage, that's it. Now it's a 6-point Bucks lead.
Oh, Wow, smart idea to set up Lillard, a man who knows how to score.
Near the three-point line, it's Thomas, and again, Chicago. No good.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team. That's why they're ahead.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
You know, that's a trademark of this defense. Quick to react, close down the shooter, and then affect the shot.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Bobby Portis is checked in for Milwaukee. Kane comes in for Ross.
You really have to appreciate and respect the spirit Giannis plays the game with, an attitude of joy and unselfishness, a beacon of energy and enthusiasm for his